There is a place in Peru where the air feels older, heavier with stories, where every breath seems to carry the weight of centuries. Here the morning mist clings to the hills, and the first rays of sunlight reveal a landscape that feels both timeless and alive. This is the Sacred Valley of the Incas, a place where history and myth are woven together, and the land itself seems to remember every footstep. This long, winding corridor carved by the patient flow of the Urubamba River is watched over by the Apus, the sacred mountain spirits whose snow-capped peaks stand as silent guardians. The river's journey through the valley is a lifeline, nourishing the earth and the people who call this place home. Most travelers rush to Machu Picchu, eager to reach the world-famous citadel. But the real magic of the Sacred Valley is found in the journey itself, in the quiet corners, the forgotten footpaths, and the moments of stillness that invite you to listen to the land. My journey began with a desire to understand, to look beyond the glossy postcards and Instagram photos, and to meet the descendants of those who built these stone cities. I wanted to hear their stories, to learn from their wisdom, and to see the valley through their eyes. The valley is a living tapestry, where ancient traditions are not just preserved, but lived every day. Here, the past and present blend seamlessly. Children in bright ponchos play beside adobe homes, and elders share stories passed down through generations. As the sun rises over the Andes, shadows dance across the terraced fields, painting the landscape with gold and green. The river's voice is a constant companion, whispering tales of creation and endurance. The scale of this place is humbling. Mountains shrouded in drifting clouds, fields of quinoa and giant white corn stretching toward the horizon, all shaped by centuries of human ingenuity and respect for nature's rhythms. Every terrace and irrigation channel tells a story of survival, adaptation, and reverence for the land. These are not just relics, they are living monuments to the creativity and resilience of the Inca people. The valley is not just a route to somewhere else, it is the destination itself. Each bend in the road reveals a new vista, a new secret waiting to be discovered. Each village has its own secrets, each ruin echoes the power and mystery of a lost empire. The stones seem to hum with memory, inviting you to imagine the lives that once filled these spaces. The thin, crisp air sharpens your senses. The scent of eucalyptus drifts on the breeze, and somewhere in the distance, the haunting notes of a pan flute float above the valley, connecting past and present in a single melody. You begin to notice the small details that make this place unique. Colorful tassels on a llama swaying gently as it grazes on the hillside. The intricate patterns on a hand-woven shawl, each thread telling a story of heritage and identity, crafted with patience and pride. The warm smile of a stranger, offered freely, reminds you that hospitality is a language spoken everywhere in the valley. This is where the real adventure begins. Not just in reaching a destination, but in opening your heart to the stories, the people, and the spirit of the Sacred Valley. Here, every step is an invitation to connect, to learn, and to be transformed. My first stop was Pisac, a town nestled in the Sacred Valley, where the Andes rise in dramatic green folds and the air is crisp with the scent of eucalyptus. Pisac is a place where ancient traditions and daily life blend seamlessly, and every corner seems to tell a story. The town is famous for its vibrant Sunday market, a weekly gathering that draws locals and travelers alike. Here the streets overflow with stalls selling everything from fresh produce to intricate handicrafts, and the air buzzes with the sounds of bargaining and laughter. But Pisac is also renowned for the Inca ruins perched high above the village, remnants of a civilization that once ruled these mountains. Climbing the winding path to the ruins, I found myself surrounded by vast agricultural terraces curving gracefully along the mountainside, a breathtaking testament to Inca engineering and ingenuity. These terraces, carved with precision, have stood for centuries, shaping the landscape and sustaining generations. The Incas ingeniously created microclimates on these terraces, experimenting with crops at different altitudes. Each level offered unique conditions, turning the mountains into a living laboratory where potatoes, maize, and quinoa thrived. Even today, local farmers continue this tradition, tending their fields with the same care as their ancestors. From the summit, the Urubamba River glinted far below, winding its way through the valley. As I gazed out, a majestic condor soared overhead, its wings casting a shadow over the ancient stones, a powerful symbol of the Andes and the spirit of freedom that still lingers here. The stonework at Pisac is nothing short of astonishing. Massive blocks are fitted together with such precision that not even a sheet of paper can slip between them, a silent testament to the skill and artistry of Inca masons. Back down in Pisac's market, color and life exploded in every direction. Vivid textiles, soft alpaca wool, and women in traditional dress, each hat and skirt a marker of their community and heritage. The market is a living tapestry of Andean identity. The market was more than just a place to buy and sell. It was the social heart of the region, where friends meet, stories are exchanged, and the pulse of the community beats strongest. I wandered among mountains of potatoes, Peru's birthplace of thousands of varieties, each one a testament to the agricultural diversity and ingenuity of the Andes. The sheer range of colors and shapes was astonishing, from deep purple to golden yellow. I sampled roasted corn, known as cancha, its nutty crunch a perfect snack as I explored. The flavors of the market were as rich and varied as its sights and sounds. The market was a living celebration of Andean culture, where music, dance, and tradition come together in a joyful expression of community and heritage. Pisac, with its soaring condors, ancient terraces, and bustling market, is a place where the past and present truly meet. High in the Peruvian Andes, on a windswept plateau that seems to touch the sky, sits the village of Chinchero. At nearly 3,800 meters above sea level, the air is thin and crisp, and the clouds drift so close you feel you could reach out and brush them with your fingertips. Life here moves to a different rhythm, shaped by the mountains and the ever-changing weather. Rainbows often arc across the sky, painting the landscape with fleeting colors after sudden mountain showers. These rainbows are more than just beautiful. They're woven into the stories and beliefs of the people who call this place home. The town itself is a living testament to Peru's layered history. Chinchero is built on the sturdy stone foundations of the Inca, topped by a whitewashed colonial church. This striking blend of ancient and colonial architecture stands as a symbol of resilience and cultural fusion, where the past is never far from the present. Yet, beyond the stones and churches, Chinchero's true heart beats in its weaving tradition. A practice passed down through generations, from mother to daughter, father to son. I visited a local weaving cooperative where women dressed in vibrant red and black invited me into their world. With nimble fingers, they showed me how raw, cloud-soft alpaca wool is spun into yarn, then transformed into textiles bursting with color and meaning. Each step is a careful dance, blending skill, patience, and creativity. The colors themselves are born from nature. Red comes from tiny cochineal insects, painstakingly collected and ground to create a dye as vivid as the setting sun. Greens and yellows are coaxed from local plants, each hue a secret recipe handed down through the ages. The process is a blend of science and art, rooted in deep respect for the land. The patterns woven into each textile are never written down. Instead, they're memorized, carried in the minds and hands of the weavers. Every design tells a story of mountains that shelter the village, rivers that nourish the fields, and stars that guide travelers at night. These motifs are a living record of Chinchero's connection to the land and sky. Here, weaving is far more than a craft. It's a living language, a way to communicate identity, memory, and hope. Each thread is a link to ancestors, each finished piece a celebration of survival and creativity. The women's skill and pride are unmistakable. As they display their finished textiles, their faces shine with the knowledge that they are guardians of an ancient heritage, keeping their culture alive for future generations. Over steaming cups of coca tea, they welcomed me not just as a visitor, but as a witness to a tradition that has endured for centuries, surviving conquest, change, and the passage of time. In Chinchero, culture isn't locked away in museums or history books. It lives in the laughter, the hands, and the hearts of its people, woven quite literally into the fabric of everyday life. Near Chinchero, the landscape reveals two wonders, More and the salt pans of Maras. More's concentric terraces descend like a green amphitheater, an Inca agricultural laboratory where microclimates allowed crop experimentation. Walking into the circles, you feel the temperature shift, a reminder of Inca scientific genius. Nearby, the salt pans of Maras cascade down a steep valley, thousands of terraced pools fed by a hypersaline spring. Local families harvest salt as their ancestors did, each pool a patchwork of white and pink. It's a stunning, sustainable tradition, showing how people and nature can thrive together. Ollantaytambo is the last living Inca town. Its streets and homes built atop original Inca foundations. Water still flows through ancient stone channels and the past feels present everywhere. The town is dominated by a fortress temple, site of a rare Inca victory over the Spanish. Climbing to the Sun Temple, you see 6 massive pink stones quarried from across the river, an engineering marvel. The town's magic is in its daily life. Children playing, women in traditional dress, llamas in the lanes. Ollantaytambo is the gateway to the Inca Trail, buzzing with anticipation yet holding on to its authentic spirit. Here the past is not just remembered, it's lived. To understand the culture, you must taste its food. In the Sacred Valley, meals are rooted in ancient ingredients, potatoes, corn, quinoa, nourishing the Incas and their descendants. I sampled over a dozen types of potatoes, tried causa, and enjoyed giant white corn with cheese. Quinoa appears in soups and sides, while the adventurous try ghee or guinea pig, a local delicacy. Pachamanca, an earth oven feast, brings communities together. Meals are more than food, they're stories, shared in family-run restaurants and bustling markets. Every bite connects you to the land and its people. The Urubamba River, or Vilcamayo, is the Sacred Valley's lifeblood. It shapes the land and the rhythm of daily life. Farmers work fields their ancestors once tended, using ancient techniques. Children walk dusty paths to school. Women weave outside their homes. Life is simple, hard, and deeply communal. Festivals fill the valley with music and dance, giving thanks to Pachamama and the Apus. Sitting by the river, I watched fishermen and children at play. The water song, a meditation on time. The river has flowed here for millennia, a reminder of the valley's enduring spirit. The Sacred Valley is not a theme park. It's a living home and we are guests. Respect means supporting local artisans, eating in family-run restaurants, and staying in guest houses. Buy directly from weavers. Your purchase sustains families and traditions. Always ask before taking photos. Images have spiritual meaning here. Dress modestly, learn a few words of Spanish or Quechua, and honor local customs. Protect the fragile environment, stick to trails, don't touch ancient stones, and conserve resources. Responsible travel ensures the valley's magic endures for generations. Leaving the Sacred Valley is hard. It lingers in your senses and your soul. The true rewards of travel are found beyond the famous sights, in the stories woven through every village and ruin. The valley's people are rich in culture and spirit, teaching lessons of respect, tradition, and joy in simplicity. If you visit, look beyond Machu Picchu. Explore the markets, hike the lesser-known trails, and listen to the stories. Let the valley's magic work its way into your heart. Its echo will call you back, long after you've gone.